Charlton, if they're to turn their recent tide of results. Or they've actually scored 2 goals more than today's opposition in the Premiership. The 2 goals they conceded at Wimbledon on Boxing Day sets the minus column at 30. They make 2 changes from that occasion. Eddie Youds and Keith Jones come in to defence and midfield, respectively, in place of Carl Tyler and Steve Brown. Champions Arsenal are just 1 point worse off than they were at this time last season, but only 4 points behind the leaders instead of what was then 13. Their lineup today shows the return of Nigel Winterburn. Nicolas Anelka, of course, is out with a sprained ankle that he sustained against West Ham United, and Luis Boamorte is included in the starting team. We have a justice of the peace in charge of the match, Yuri Rennie. Champions playing left to right, and a change strip of yellow tops. Parla, Vieira, Dixon all get an early feel of the ball. So does Petit, who's been enjoying a feel of the ball. Oh, cracking drive by Luis Boamorte. I was just going to say that Petit's recent form, major factor in Arsenal tightening their hold on the championship. It was a lovely ball and a really good strike. The beat, and it's all the way. Luis Boamorte. Irving Day, Alan Dervish's number 2. His first team coach, Keith Peacock, is the assistant manager. Steve Bold, dependable as ever. They've got him behind, and the referee looks, waves everybody away. Looks as though he's going to take a name. He is indeed, for the challenge, and the question is, where was the challenge? Martin Keown's name is going in the book. The free kick has been given outside the box. The challenge on Steve Jones, and the referee is spot on. The initial challenge with other feet came into the box, was just outside, which is a bit tough on Steve Jones and on Charlton Athletic. Do with making something of this, lift the atmosphere greatly. Oh, and they're unlucky. Redfern it was, hit the angle. Rather hasty, hurried and not very good punch. Young goalkeeper a little unnerved by his opening here. Jones too strong. Keown, plenty of time. Keown again. Oh, that's a foul, surely by Youds. And he'll be booked for it. And he's only just come back from a 1-match suspension. And that's a challenge from behind in anybody's book. Okay. Here's Parla, blocked by Keith Jones. Vieira. Petit. Parla. Ray finding just too many bodies in the way. Petit. Which started so well, ends rather untidily, and with a deal of booing going around the ground. Redfern, the unlucky Charlton player who hit the angle from a free kick, but Luis Boamorte before that hit the cleanest strike you could wish for, only to see the crossbar deny him. And the score sheet is blank at half-time. Mr. Rennie's still smiling. It's been the easiest of games for him, but he's always been close to the plate. It's Charlton's 10th game since their last win. 3 draws followed by 6 consecutive defeats. It's a pretty sobering thought that in every season of the Premiership, at least one of the promoted clubs has promptly gone straight back down. Arsene Wenger obviously hoping that in the second period his side can finish what they've started, and they've started many things with good ideas, lots of variety. A precious little finish, and that's been their story, particularly away from home. And not a particularly good finish or attempted finish at home here from Sean Newton. Didn't test Alex Manninger. Didn't make sure, Kinsella. And Vieira on the counter, Ray to the right, Overmars to the left. Good cover by Chris Powell, but not a good clearance. They allow Arsenal to build a second phase because, having won the ball, Charlton tend to give it away. A few watchers here. Bit casual by Vieira, picked up by Newton. Goes it alone, Jones down the middle. Square on for Jones, Keith Jones. That's an interesting ball, and that's Robinson. Stop the losing run. Here's Kinsella. Anything more than that, I think, would be a bonus. Redfern desperate to get it back and held off by Vieira, who used the elbow a bit. Irritation. Initial foul was by Redfern. He got a push in the face, and red card, Vieira. Utterly stupid. He was being pressurised by a very aggressive Redfern, it has to be said. But then watch the arm. There's no doubt that he waved the arm at him. How well it connected is open to doubt. More on shoulder than on face. Now what happens to Redfern? Definitely waved his arm at him. But Arsenal down to 10 men. If they don't retain their championship, have a look at the discipline column for the reason why. The ball on. It's drawn 3 to him. There ought to be some space somewhere, taken by Parler. That's a penalty. Well, they said they had to be careful, and they weren't. Kinsella, the player, adjudged by Mr. Rennie to have brought down Ray Parler. Oh, I don't think the referee had any choice. Clearer penalty as you could wish to see. And Kinsella went for the challenge, for which he will be booked. Overmars, whose 1 goal is good enough against West Ham, has the chance to give Arsenal the lead at the Valley. And does. And he started to go the other way, almost recovered, but the pace of the shot too hot for Illich. 5th goal of the season for Mark Overmars. Mills. Newton, give and go. Caught briefly by Vivas. Referee waited just a moment to see whether the advantage would accrue. Calm, smiling figure. He certainly had a lot to do, but he has a presence on the field, there's no doubt about that. Manninger, with his eyes on it, is challenged, and Petit sweeps it away. Big smile for the Frenchman, and the young Austrian will be grateful. Hasn't been the Manninger of last season in this particular match. And the curl, they're queuing up, and the goalkeeper was staying on his line watching. To T again. Arsenal down to 10 men, but lead 1-0. And they're in a little bit of trouble here, and that's well claimed. A bit of a mess. The Bold lost his balance a bit, and Meninga down among the feet. Mills hit long, Steve Jones underneath it, doesn't make it. Plenty up though. Good challenge. Martin Keown again. This is Charlton Athletic, and for the second match running, Mark Overmars' goal decides the outcome in favour of the defending champions. At times there was quite a gulf in the class between the two sides.